It started with a delay, just a fraction of a second. Hardly noticeable. I was brushing my teeth late one night when I first saw it. The bathroom was dimly lit, the hum of the fluorescent light buzzing faintly above me. I spat into the sink, rinsed my mouth, and looked up. My reflection was still spitting. I froze, my mind struggling to rationalize what I had just seen. Maybe I was tired, maybe it was just my imagination. I shook my head, blinked a few times, and leaned closer to the mirror. My reflection did the same, perfectly in sync. For a while, I convinced myself that I had imagined it. That it was nothing more than exhaustion playing tricks on me. But as the days passed, I began to notice other things. Small things, things that shouldn't have happened. One morning, as I stood in front of my dresser mirror, I raised my hand to fix my hair. My reflection hesitated before mimicking my movements. Just a split second late, I stepped back, my heart pounding. Maybe I was just paranoid. Maybe I was making something out of nothing. I forced myself to shake it off and go about my day. But then, it got worse. One evening, I walked past the mirror in my hallway, not even stopping to look. But from the corner of my eye, I saw something that made my blood run cold. My reflection wasn't facing forward. It was watching me. I spun around, heart hammering against my ribs. The reflection was normal again, mirroring me perfectly. But I knew what I had seen. And it had seen me too. From that moment on, I became hyper-aware of every movement, every reflection in my home. I avoided mirrors when I could. When I had to look, I never lingered. Until one night, when I learned the truth. I was in bed, drifting in and out of sleep. The dim glow of the streetlight outside cast strange shadows along my walls. Then I heard something, a soft tap, tap, tap. At first, I thought it was coming from my window. A branch, maybe, brushing against the glass. But as I listened, my stomach twisted into knots. The sound was coming from the mirror. Slowly, I turned my head toward the dresser mirror across the room. My breath hitched. Something was inside the mirror. Not just a reflection, not just a trick of the light. Something was staring at me. I couldn't see its face, only the outline of a figure standing just beyond the surface of the glass, its head tilted at an unnatural angle. It raised a hand and tapped again. Tap, tap, tap. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. My body was paralyzed with fear, my heart thundering in my chest. Then it stepped forward. I squeezed my eyes shut. This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't. A whisper slithered into the silence. My own voice. Let me out. I gasped, bolting upright. My head whipped toward the mirror. Nothing. Just my reflection, wide-eyed and trembling. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. The next morning, I did the only thing I could think of. I covered every mirror in my house. Bed sheets, towels, anything I could find. I couldn't risk seeing it again. For a while, things were quiet. Until one night, when I woke up gasping for air, a sharp pain searing through my chest. My lungs burned as if I had been holding my breath for too long. And then I saw it. The mirror above my dresser, uncovered. I knew I hadn't removed the sheet. My breath came in short, shallow gasps as I stared. The surface of the mirror was dark, cloudy, almost like it was breathing. And then, it smiled at me. I didn't smile, but my reflection did. Slowly, its lips stretched wider, too wide, splitting open as if it were trying to swallow me whole. I scrambled out of bed, my hands trembling as I reached for the nearest object, a book, a lamp, anything. I grabbed a chair and hurled it at the mirror. Glass shattered, raining down in jagged shards. My reflection screamed, an inhuman, guttural sound that made my skin crawl. And then, silence. I stood there, breathless, my body trembling. The mirror was gone, reduced to splintered fragments scattered across the floor. But even as I stared, I felt it. It wasn't gone. I could still feel its eyes on me. Watching, waiting. I moved out of that apartment the next day. I don't own mirrors anymore. But sometimes, when I walk past store windows or catch my reflection in a puddle, I swear I see it. Not my reflection, but it, still waiting, still smiling,